Welcome to Dark Archives, where we uncover the darkest chapters of human history, the wars, the coups, the assassinations, and the secrets that shaped our world. Today's story takes us to the rugged mountains of Afghanistan and to the assassination of one of the most formidable guerrilla commanders of the modern age, Ahmad Shah Massoud. If you enjoy exploring the darker side of history, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next story. Now, let's begin. On the 9th of September, 2001, two men arrived at a military base in northern Afghanistan. They claimed to be journalists. They carried passports, press credentials, and a video camera for an interview. But the camera was not a camera. Inside it was a bomb. Their target was Ahmad Shah Massoud, the legendary commander known as the Lion of Panjshir. To understand why Massoud was targeted, we must first understand who he was. Born in 1953 in Afghanistan's Panjshyr Valley, Massoud grew up in a country that would soon become a battleground of global powers. During the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979, he emerged as one of the most effective commanders resisting the Soviet army. Despite overwhelming odds, Massoud and his fighters repeatedly defeated Soviet offensives in the Panjshyr Valley. His tactical brilliance earned him a reputation across Afghanistan, and eventually the nickname the Lion of Panjshir. After the Soviets withdrew, Afghanistan descended into civil war, and in the chaos of the 1990s, a new force rose to power, the Taliban. Massoud became one of their most determined enemies. By the late 1990s, Afghanistan was effectively divided. The Taliban controlled most of the country. Massoud, leading the Northern Alliance, held the last major region resisting their rule. But the Taliban were not alone. They were supported by the global militant network known as Al-Qaeda, and its leader, Osama bin Laden, saw Massoud as a dangerous obstacle. Massoud had repeatedly warned the world about the threat of extremist groups operating from Afghanistan, but few listened. Then, in early September 2001, two men arrived in northern Afghanistan claiming to be journalists from a European television network. They requested an interview with Massoud. Their credentials appeared legitimate, but the two men were not reporters. They were suicide operatives sent by Al-Qaeda. Inside their video camera, explosives had been carefully concealed. On the 9th of September, the interview began. Massoud sat down with the men inside a small room. The camera was placed directly in front of him. As the questioning started, the bomb detonated. The explosion ripped through the room, mortally wounding the commander. The Lion of Panjshir had been struck down. Massoud was rushed away by his guards, but his injuries were too severe. Shortly after the attack, Ahmad Shah Massoud died. His assassination sent shockwaves through the Northern Alliance. But what made the event even more chilling was its timing. Just 2 days later, the world would witness the 11th of September attacks. Many analysts believe Massoud was eliminated to remove the Taliban's most powerful enemy before those attacks took place. With Massoud gone, Afghanistan lost one of its most capable military leaders, a man who had spent decades resisting both foreign invasion and extremist rule. But his story remains one of resilience, strategy, and defiance, even in the face of overwhelming enemies. With that, a dark chapter of history closed. History remembers the heroes, but it often hides the shadows. Here, we uncover both. This is Dark Archives.